Yeah. So last time we have discussed about handling the button event and hyperlink also we discussed, right? Did we discuss?
Right.
Okay. And we were pending with the LOV action, this all stuff, image and this all stuff, right?
Right.
Okay. We just discuss these things now. So before starting, any like anything you have any question? I mean, any doubts you have or something like that?
No, actually, Cesar, to be very honest, that I'm not able to do the, do the proper, what I say, practice I'm doing.
Okay.
But beyond practice, I'm not able to do any experimentation work.
Yeah, that is, yeah. Initially it will take some time. So that is Ali. What you have to do is like you have to, did I send you any mini project kind of sheet to you?
No, no, actually,
I'll send you
not right.
just to remind me. I'll send you. So what you do is, just try to read that particular one, and on the same ground, what you do is you just design some kind of initial requirement. So if
Mm.
you come up with a requirement, what will happen is, so what you have to do is like every time we'll try to enhance our coding. Like initially we have discussed about text boxes, then we'll discuss about text input box and some other LOVs, pop list. If our training level goes on to the some into in like the deeper concept. So initially what you have to do is like first of all you have to implement a search page, first implement that. Then first of all you have to handle the button events, implement that. Then the image button events, then the switcher concept, and after that if you remember, there is one page which I sent you some time back. Just a page screenshot. On the top level you have a header, and the below level you have a line. So if you see
Right.
of your normal implementation, you'll have these kind of concepts there. Nothing but in a given page you'll have there are 3-4 regions which belongs to different tables. So as of now I've been showing only a single sample because uh, so it takes time to discuss those things also, right? So that's why what I'm saying is you also need to come up with some initial requirements, then you'll get a good understanding. But as of now, it takes some time to understand. What you do is so just try to work on the events which we discussed, and then I'll try to like give you some initial requirement or some kind of thing you can familiarize with that.
Right. So, okay. So please share with me any sample project if you have. So,
I'll share you. Like I've been developing one particular one. What I was working on is. Creation of items using a OAF page. Nothing but like your MTL item inventory is there, right? So what we do is we'll design our OAF pages. A given employee can create a number of items, and once the employee has created the items, this will go for the what to say the workflow event, and after that it will create the items in the item inventory.
okay, so you are through your own custom developed OF page, you are creating the item, adding the item in the item master.
Right, that's right. Using our RPL SQL our open interfaces. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So first of all, the custom table will have the custom data, and this custom data will be copied into your MTL interface table. And after that, once it is uploaded, then it will upload the data from your MTL interface to the normal secret table, following the open interface.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, what I will do is maybe in next class I'll try to show you, like I will try to come up with some real-time sample. I'll try to show you that the sample which I'm developing, so you'll get idea. I'll try to share the code also. I'll update you. Sure. Yeah, the first thing is
Today's means topics are that.
yeah, LOV action, drop-down action as well as image action. How to handle the events for these all stuff. So we have seen the button as well as hyperlink, but how to catch these events also. So it's almost similar. There is not much difference. It's almost similar to similar stuff. Drop-down action as well as image action and hyperlink action all are same. These are all similar to the hyperlink action only. Not much difference. Just you need to create a fire action parameter, then you need to catch the event. That's it. But the LOV you have a different thing. Okay. We'll see
Okay.
one. We'll see one by one and where was our project? It's a learning OAF, huh? CPI.
Yes. Where it is.
Okay. Yeah. The learning OAF. Yeah. So we already have LOVs and some published, right? In our page, we already have LOVs as well as published. This is our pop list and this is our logo. So what I will do is, in our generic component page, in our OAF component page is there, right? So for this, in this page, what I will try to do, we'll try to like create LOV as well as pop list, and we'll try to find out the event for that. Okay. So first of all, I'm trying to show you the independent way of handling the events, and then within the table region or within some header region, we'll see how to handle the event. As of now, we'll try to catch the event of independent LOV or independent pop list. Okay. At later stages, maybe like your table region may have a pop list or your table region may have a LOV. That is a different concept. But handling is same, not much difference, but I'm just saying like that. Getting?
Okay.
So for this page, like as of now, it is not having controller, right? So I'll just create a controller for this one. Let me controller. So I think we have implemented currency pop-up, right? Last time, currency pop-up, it is already there. So anyway, I'll just implement again. So I'll create a region, and I'll name this region as pop-up region. I mean, nothing but a message choice pop-up region. In this region, I'll create a new item. This item style is message choice. This item style is message choice. That's a department. Or else I'll go with the same currency stuff, like a currency of. What are the properties we have to set for this? We have to set the Eclipse view instance, display as well as value attribute. So select this one, find out what is the instance name of this one, and the currency code as well as name of the things which are available in that. Go to the page, and Eclipse view instance, mention the instance name, and display attribute is name, value attribute is currency code. And the prompt I'll say currency. This is a normal implementation of a pop list. But if you want to catch the event, then what you have to do, you have to select, you have to mention a client action here. You have to mention a client action property. Click on one action type and select fire action. For a fire action, it will just give the action event name. So here you mention, I'll say currency action, or currency event. This is the event. So now, how to handle the event? Last time we have seen one particular hyperlink event, right? So the same logic will just follow here. This is the event name. If this equals to is counter dot get parameter event underscore parameter. That's it. If this equals to this one, it means that currency drop down has raised an event. It means that you have clicked on the drop down. That is what it says. So what is the name of your currency? This is the one. So we can also get the data. From this particular drop down. So if you want to get the data from this particular component, the message choice component, we have to write a wrapper class and we have to get the data. And if you observe in the OAF framework, every item or a region will have the wrapper class for it to get the properties of a particular object.
Right.
Got it, right? You are familiar with this concept. Clear?
Right.
Okay. In our case, what could be the name of our wrapper class? If you recall, the name of the item style is message choice. So I told you there is a naming convention for each and every wrapper class. Our item style is message choice. So our wrapper class name will be like this: OA, like message choice, that's for sure. And again you have a bean. That's it. OA message choice bean. This is how we can find out a wrapper class for a given item or region also. I'll say currency pop bean is equal to webbean dot find index let's say. Typecast it. currency, like just try to get the value. Selected currency equal to currency of B dot get X. That's it. Spelling is wrong. So what are we trying to do is whenever user clicks on drop down, we are catching the event. After that, we are also displaying information which is selected by the user. So this is how we can also catch the event, and we can also retrieve the information from the selected drop down row.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so let's check currency here. Energy, so the currency is showing as AOK, and let us select something font EGP. So it is showing the currency code, it is not showing the selected currency name, right?
It's a short code.
The short code. If you observe in our poplar, so what is the code we have written in the poplar? You click display attribute is name and value attribute is currency code. Value attribute we are trying to get it. So this particular get text, it is written in the value attribute. We can also get the display attribute also. We can also get display attribute as well as value attribute, two things. Okay. So just we need to know what is the appropriate function for that. I don't remember. Maybe it is should work. I'll try to find it. Okay. And next thing is we need to catch we want to implement the LOVM in the LOV also, right? So what I will in the OA component, I'll create a function to find the LOV event. Okay. This I'll name first of all region. So in this I'll create a new item. This item style will take it to message LOV input. Message LOV input. And we use BGID LOV view. This title is the BGID LOV view. So what I have done is I created a new item and change the item file to message LOV input. After that, just give the name here BGID and just say BGID LOV ID. And as of now, we need not mention this view instance and view attribute because we are trying to develop these components independently. We are not attaching to any other table region or some other region. So as of now, just leave about these things. We'll try to discuss about these properties once we are try to integrate these components as part of a table region.
Okay.
Okay. Whenever you change item style to message LO input, automatically it will create a region as well as mapping for us. So what is this region is all about? Whenever you click on LOV item, it shows the pop-up region, right? It shows the pop-up region with the table data. It shows the data in a table region. that region we are implementing now. Just right click on this region, new region using a wizard or table using a wizard. Click on next. And here, yeah, CTS is the only, and BGID lobby we go. Next, this region file is stable, and okay, as of now it is having only one particular component. Okay, let's go select this one and finish it off. And the next thing is mapping. What we have to do is we have to create a mapping between the business group ID as well as BGID LOB ID. So in the LOB mapping, what I will do is, what is your LOB region item? LOB region item is business group ID, and this selected value has to be written to BGID LOB ID. This has to be written to BGID LOB ID. Got it? So this is okay. So and another important property is this selected column should have the search alert property as true. This particular column should have the search alert property as true. And in the BGID LOB or ID also you have to have the same thing. Search alert property should be true. And for this one, make sure that for the LOBs you never try to implement fire action. Like maybe it doesn't show here, but you will not have any fire action property also. So, but how to catch a event? How to catch a event? So for that one, we have a thing called, we have a functionality called isLOB event. So for catching the LOB event, so we have something called isLOB event. We'll just see that. What I will do is else if page context isLOB event. There's something called isLOB event. So whenever any LOB, so this particular condition will become true if you click on any LOB in the page. It can be any LOB, but how do you find out which LOB you figure it out? So for that one, we have a function called again 11 is equal to page context dot LOB input source ID. So this will return out. First of all, we are finding out what is an LOB event, and after that we are finding out which LOB we have clicked on. If this LOB name is equal to the LOB ID which we have clicked on, then what I will do is, this is our LOB ID. If BGID, this one, equals LOB name, I'll say click LOB name, then it means that our LOB is clicked on it. So how to get the value from the LOB? So now we are able to find out which LOB we find on, but how do you get the value from the LOB? What is the wrapper class we have tried for this one? Any question? Yeah, okay.
BGID, LOB ID?
No, wrapper class for your LOB ID. So if you observe, what is the item file name here?
Message LOB input. So it's OA message LOB input.
Right, that's right. Message LOB input. That's it. And just observe now it will show a pop-up to import OA message LOB input B. So always item driver class starts with OA, then your item file name, then followed by B. That's it.
So this call will also remain the same for all the LOBs?
Every LOB, yeah. Only difference is you have to pass the appropriate LOB input, LOB ID.
Okay.
LOB ID, right? Webbean.find index child record. So here you have to mention your appropriate LOB ID. It's nothing but like if you want to get, let us say you have written a PL/SQL program, and the value depends upon a variable which you are using, right? Let us say you have PL/SQL program, you have declared 3 variables. So if you want to get the value of A, you have to use A. If you want to get the value of B, you have to use B. The same thing here. Wrapper class is a generic API which is available. So this API requires your LOB input ID, then only it will give you the appropriate information from that particular selected LOB. So in our case, if you observe this one, if you want to get the data from this particular BG LOB ID, we have written like this. But let us say that your page is having one more LOB. So in that scenario, what you have to do is, In that scenario, you create.
This same line will be used, but the different LOV name.
Yeah, maybe you have to create one more object, one more message hello input object, and then again you find the same code, but here you'll mention the different ID here.
LOV name.
We'll try to see that one also. Get text. That's it. And here, if you want to print the value, just we can use this in this code here. Just mention the DGI here, like this, and after that, OAF session dot. Okay.
Yeah. So what this is returning, the get text page context, what is returning here? Yeah, this statement.
Get text is, see, get text function is a part of this particular wrapper class.
Okay.
So get text function returns a selected value in the LOV input. Get text returns a selected value in the LOV.
Okay.
So for every wrapper class, for every, see, if you observe any of the items, most of the items for the purpose of user entry data, right? User entry data, or it may show some data. Maybe it is allowed by, it is entered by the user, or maybe it is in the read-only fashion or something like that. So most of your components will have a getter property, get text, get value, something like that. Like if you observe, also we have used get text. Here also we have used get text. And even if you use a message text input also, you use again get text or get value. So every wrapper class, nothing but every item will have a property for the getting the data which is entered by the user. Okay?
Okay.
Now let's run the page.
So Sridhar, again, what's the difference between get text and get selected value?
Yeah, that's the thing is, like here, message choice is having two things, right? One is display attribute, as other is a value attribute. Display attribute as value attribute. So if you want to get a display attribute, you have to use another function. If you want to get a value function, you have to use another function.
Okay, so get value, get selected value is like okay. Get text is for the returning item.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
So it is not written anything, right? Okay, I'll find it. So what was the expectation is, we want to get the value which is selected by the user, nothing but the name as well as code we want to get it, right? We want to get the name as code. We are able to get the what do you say, value attribute in the message. In the pop-up region, we have this currency pop-up. Here we have two properties. One is display attribute, other is value attribute. We have a display attribute and other is value attribute. Display attribute we are able to get. No, value attribute we are able to get, but display attribute we could not fetch it. Value attribute in currency code we are able to show it, right? The currency code we are able to show here. See that K and maybe this other one, French, FRL. We are able to show this one, but our issue is how to get the selected currency also, how to select the name also. Nothing but replace display attribute. So I thought, like a display attribute, maybe you will get using a get selected value function, but it is not written in. Maybe I don't remember. Every time I forget this one. I will the last one. Okay, this is especially for the purpose of what happened. Okay, I'll tell you anyways. So what I'm saying is, get text. It is written in the it is returning the value attribute of populous, right? This you are clear, right?
Okay.
Get text. And display attribute, I don't remember the function name, but I hope this could be the function name, get value. If it doesn't work, I will try to find out the name of that.
Okay.
This one, LOB input will not have those properties, right? LOB, it is only a single value. You don't have any difference between display as well as value attribute. You have only single thing, isn't it?
Okay. But thing is that in the means generally in the list of values LOVs we have multiple values. Definitely, returning value is the one, but we have multiple values can be in this in the list of value, right?
Right, that's right. And let us see, I'll show you. Let us say I'll select some business group ID. Now I selected 785. Finish it.
Okay.
I'll select another one now. So 1018. Got it?
Okay.
So here maybe like if you observe, see in the LOB region, let us say what will happen is you want to select some value and you want to show the value here, and you also want to show some extra information for this particular selected value, right? Description.
Right.
Maybe if you see the content program, you'll select a value and description will be shown beside your selected parameter, right?
Right.
If you want to implement those things, what we have to do, let's see the difference here. It's very simple one. The first thing is, LOBG, as of now, this query is having only one particular column, right? This one is having only one particular column name. So it doesn't have, what you say, it doesn't have all column names, right? So I'll change this query here a little bit. Because I just want to see multiple columns. How can you display multiple columns? That is what I want to do.
Because generally when we have the custom forms,
Yeah.
and if any value we have to enter, like let's say if we want to enter the employee name in one field, but what the user requirement generally is that they want to see the other information in the list of values as well, like employee, contact information, employee email, address, department, things like that. But the returning value will only be the employee ID or employee name.
Yeah, that's right. So what I will do is,
And that will be stored.
instead of showing instead of writing a distinct here, I'll just remove distinct now, and I'll say, we'll try to achieve, we'll try to see organization ID, and we'll also see organization code and organization name. I'm just changing my VO query. That's it. This is our VO query now. This is our latest VO query. Assume that. Okay. Assume this is our latest VO query. Either we can change this one or we can try to implement the new LOB view. So it is better that what I will do is create a new LOB view.
New, right. It's much better.
Yeah. So new Vivo object. I'll say organization LOB view. This is very simple. Organization LOB view. Read only access. Use the query. That's it. And next thing is, as of now, we did not use any LOVAM. Maybe it is already there, but as of now, we did not use that one. You see the latest pages. So just select this our design, go to your LOV server and move the or LOV view and click on apply. Okay. And go to the page, and here we already implemented some functionality, right? So what you do, there are chances that it may allow you to change the region also. Just try to see this one. Right click on the region, click on edit region. Click on edit region. So it is not allowing to change the region here. It is not allowing to change the view here. It is allowing to change, and you can also change attributes and those other properties, but it is not allowing to change the region here, right? So what is our option? We have to just simply delete it. That's it. Isn't it?
Oh, okay. Right. So instead of deleting, we can add another region, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's right. No, inside this you cannot create another region. Inside this you cannot create another region. That's not possible.
I mean within the main region.
1 minute. I'll just.
Okay.
Okay. Let us say this is our region, existing region which we have been using, right? This is our thing. Okay.
Okay.
I say what is the thing is, I'll just create another LOB then. That is better, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, you are creating another LOB, another item?
Yep, right, of course.
Yeah, that's right. That's good.
Org ID, LOB ID. I'll just say this is our org LOB ID name, component name, select organization, message LOB input ID. Okay. Now see, once we change it, automatically get a region as well as mapping. That's it. And here, what I will do in the region, again new region using a table using a wizard. Here we select our org LOB Vivo. And here you can mention the region ID also, like I'll say org LOB region. LOB, I'll say table region. Then select next and select all the columns. Let's see what will happen. And finish. And now, if you observe, our table region is showing all these four fields. So I'll say search allowed property is true for all the things. Organization ID, organization code, except business true. I'll give the search allowed property for all the things. And for this LOB ID also, you have to give search allowed property. And in the mapping, what I will do, I want user to see what is the thing you want to see. Organization code, organization name. Let's see that organization name. So we want to see the organization name in this particular org LOB ID. Getting?
Okay.
Or sorry, we'll pass organization ID in this LOB component, and in the other component we want to show the name of the organization. I'll create another one called message style text. I'll say I'm creating another component called message style text. I'll say this has organization name. And what I will do, see, as of now, if you observe, this organization ID LOB ID, we just in the region we have four components, and in mapping we are just mapping the organization ID to the organization ID LOB ID. But we want to show organization name also to the user. We want to show after selection, we want to show organization name to the user. So then what we have to do is in the LOB mapping, I'll create one more mapping. In the LOB mapping, I'll say another mapping, and we want to return the organization name. So which component? I want to return this organization name to the organization name file text. We want to return to organization name file text. That's it.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes, and then again I will try to explain. Okay. So here, as of now, there is no style text component. It doesn't show anything in the style text. I'll just select an organization now. Let us say I'll go with vision operation. Can you see?
Okay.
And let us say we'll select another one. Okay. British Corporation Japan. Got it?
Okay. So it means we have to create two mappings here, one for the ID, another for the organization name.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay. Okay.
And
So is it possible, just if you just write down the txt file main steps for LOV creation,
yeah. Very good. It's a normal thing, right? Assign the
like creating a VOA for the query, assign the view to the application module.
then in the page.
And after that, we have to add the region. Definitely in the page, we have to create a item and set its type as a message LOV style input. Okay. And after that, we have to set its using the table wizard.
Let's consider this example. I'll say RJID LOB. Just consider some example.
Okay.
So now for this item, there are two components. think we have to do it. And if you want to find out even for this one, just you can use this one. If you want to find out and this is level one. Okay, we have this thing, this code also. Sorry. This code also. This LOV one, and then after that get the source, and if your ID is equal to this one, and this is how it works.
So that let's say this LOV we have to associate. We are developing a DML form, right? We have to create a data entry form.
Okay.
And on a user entry field, we want to attach a LOV list of value. So in the OAF pages, we do not create the LOV like this. We have created the LOV, okay, and we do not attach the LOV to some other text item. It is LOV exists independently, which we cater by the clicking event that right now we are seeing in this manner.
Right.
So we do not attach that LOV to some other item. It is managed independently of any item.
Okay, right.
What I am saying, because generally in the Oracle forms, what we do, we create a list of value like LOV, and attach that LOV to a form text field. Like there is a form text field, text item, and within the text item properties, we set the LOV name. So whenever user navigate to text item, automatically that LOV is invoked.
Okay, okay.
So this is not the case with the OAF pages. What I am thinking is that we have a text item that is created separately, and we have a list of value that is created separately by creating the view objects and other steps. Now this LOV is existing independently of the text item, and that LOV will only be invoked by first of all, we are through the page context we are catering the events that is means okay, LOV is invoked, and which LOV is invoked is LOV event through page context dot is LOV event. So we will be catering the LOV through this. We are not attaching that LOV to any other text item or any other item to invoke.
This is not the case with the form, yeah. But this is how we directly have a component which is a message LO input. So there is no linkage between your message style text as well as LO input.
Okay.
And you understood this mapping concept? Like here we have mapping the output of your organization name to another mapping, right? Here. This one. Got it?
Okay.
And here, like maybe if you observe, these are shown in two separate rows, right? Like if you observe the value here, it is shown in a separate separate row. This doesn't look good, first of all, isn't it?
Exactly.
So what we can do, we have separate, like as of now we have not discussed about different regions, but I'll just show you now because we just want to, let's see. There is some region called row layout region. There is a region called, it's all region styles. There is nothing to do with the coding, it's just a region style. How do you want to see the data, like how graphically, how different you want to see it. The row layout region, it will show the data in a one by one fashion, like each column will be shown one by one. So I'll just drag and drop this to the inside this region. I'm dragging and dropping this particular region inside a row layout region, just like this, like a chain. And we also move this one also, chain. Now, hopefully it will show the data in one by one fashion. And also, I'll change for this organization name, I'll change the property, like the style text, like a CSS property.
Right.
For our data text. That's it. Let's see how it looks like.
Right. So
So it is trying to find out organization ID and right. So just view organization ID. Let's click on go now. You can you see how good it will be now?
Now it looks more in a standard way.
Yeah, that's right.
So since this text box position, like their alignment is not quite, they are not quite aligned, these text boxes.
That's right.
So how we are able to do place the proper alignment for these boxes? Are we able to do this?
Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. So there is one property. What I will do is if I change this particular region to message LOV, like if there is a layout called message component layout, that is one of the good layout we use for this particular stuff. Okay, I'll just change. Now I'm changing the region style to message component layout. Click yes. Oh, totally. Acha. That row layout region is gone, right? That row layout is gone. Okay, I'll just close without saving it. Okay. It got saved automatically or what? Okay. Okay.
Oh, it's really all.
Yeah, this thing sometimes it happens. This kind of things also. We have to be very much careful. Okay. Anyways, I'll create again. Message. Where is that?
But what is actually the logic behind this? It means region style message component layout.
Yeah. What is the logic? Is like there's this particular this particular message component layout. This kind of a style, where it will try to show the data in appropriate fashion. Nothing but the column format. Like as of now, you observe this is shown little bit skewed to left and it is shown to the right. This format will be proper if you use this kind of layouts for showing the data in appropriate layout fashion. We can use this kind of layout. Let me close it and open. I think it should not.
Okay.
Let me open. Worst case, if it is available, that's good. Else I'll implement. So that's why sometimes you have to be careful. But there are chances that sometimes it won't erase the components inside it. So it depends upon the region file which we choose. Okay. See, it is there, right?
So,
I have not clicked, so that was a good thing. Yeah, your question was, like it was not displaying in appropriate fashion, right? But for that one, we have to use a different layout. So we'll discuss that sometime later.
okay.
I'll try to discuss that. So now, are you clear about how to catch the event of an LOV as well as how to catch the event of a...
Yes.
Okay. Now I'll just create another region for the purpose of image. How to catch the image action? Image action.
Okay.
So I'll create a new region. I'll say image region.
So no need to set the region style.
By default, it's header region.
Okay.
New item. And here the item style is image here. Item style is image. Item style I'm changing to image and just mention like image. So what image we want to mention is like here it is asking image URI, right? So we just can mention any image URI, but what is the source of the image? So here on the C JDAW form, the JDAW directory, in the my HTML OA media. So here we have a list of images which are available here. So we can also mention our custom image. Not only that we have to use only these things, we can also mention your custom image files also.
So for any image to be shown in the OAF page, that that image must be present in this directory, OA media.
That's right. Right.
Okay.
So I'll just use this one.
So after that when we will import our user interface, that image will automatically be uploaded to the database, or we have to deploy that image separately in the OAF application server?
these set of images which are available by default in the OA media, these are also available in the server also. So you need not move it. But if you create your,
Okay, but let's say in case of we are adding any custom image.
yeah, then you have to move to the OA media top, OA HTML top in the server.
On the server, okay.
So just mention the image here. I just mention the file name. You need not mention any path name here. Just mention a file name. But how do you catch the event of this one? The simple one, the same thing, like action type, set to file action. That's it.
What?
Action type, set the file, this one, and here I will say image action. That's it. And I'll just copy the event name here, and we'll try to write the logic for this one. The similar logic which we have written for our copy.
So basically, what is the image mean? Image is treating as a button or some?
No, it will be shown as image only, but we are showing an action on the image. It's nothing but you are providing a hyperlink on the image.
Okay.
That's it. Let's see how it goes. Can you see image?
Alright.
If you mouse over the sheet, like your icon is getting changed to hand, right? Here. Mouse over it is changing.
URL is showing.
It's kind of hyperlink it is, trying to perform this hyperlink. Just I'll click on this one and see what is happening. Got it?
Alright.
So this is how you can catch the image icon, image event I will say. Like maybe if you observe most of your seeded pages, you'll have an update icon or a pencil icon, right? Or a delete icon, a dustbin icon. Something if you see here.
Okay.
Delete icon enable, delete icon disable, see here. Got it?
Got it.
Attachment, detachment, all stuff is seeded icon which are available here. So this is how you can catch the event of an image. So the only difference is for LOB it is quite different. LOB is the only difference. Remaining is just having an event you can catch them. So like if you observe our DML page, so we have provided delete right separately. So instead of delete separately, we can provide as a separate column, like a delete icon will provide in each and every column, and user will click on that to delete the functionality. So we can achieve that. Like how exactly we can use that one. We can try to see that one. So here we have delete which is shown on the top, right? So let us say you want to show something delete icon as a column here. You want to show delete icon as a column here. So what we have to do? Just create a new column and create a new image. I'll just try to write here. I'll write only few functional here. Remaining we'll see tomorrow. Or else you can also try to finish if you want. I'll say column name here, delete column. So Ali, you have time, right? Or any late? Is it getting late?
No, yeah, I have time. I have time.
Sorry. Click on new icon, and I'll change this to icon as an image, and I'll say delete image. And, so what is icon for the delete? We have something here. Delete icon enable. Just make use of this one.
Right.
So the image URL, we give this property. Okay, and the column header, just try to give some information. That's it. And here, as of now, before having an action, just run the page and see what it exactly looks like. Okay, now it is showing an image icon on every row, but it doesn't have any action because see,
Right.
I'm moving a mouse over on this icon also. It is not showing any change in the action.
Right.
We have not implemented any fire action on this one. We have not implemented fire
Right.
action. So I'll just implement that now. So click on this image and give fire action property. Fire action, right? And I'll say delete action. Delete action. But how do you know which row user has selected? How do you know on which row user has clicked on delete? Because this delete image is shown on all the things, right? So the delete image is shown on all the rows. But how do you know on which row user has pressed the delete button? Are you getting?
Right.
So for
Right.
finding out, we have a very simple functionality. Just a moment. We have to write a spell property here. That is dollar $OA dot VO dot. And what is the primary key here? EMP number is the primary key. So I will just select EMP number. And we on a given particular image action, what I will do is I'll create an item property on this image here. On this delete image on fire action parameters, I'll say key underscore EMP number is equal to this value. So OA dot EMP evo vivo dot EMP number, what it will happen is whenever user clicks on a particular delete icon, it automatically gives you this particular current row property. This is how we can find out the current row on which user has clicked on it. So this is our parameter name now. One minute. This was oh, got some issue with that.
This condition is
Yeah.
okay. Cesar, can you listen me?
Yeah, I can listen to you. Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Oh, what happened to JDLO? Okay, it's there. Sorry. Fine. And this is our action name, right? This is our action name. P underscore EMP is our property. So in the page, what we do is in the page, I'll just write the logic for catching the event, right? So for catching the event, you know the logic, right?
Right.
I'll just copy the logic here. So catch the event here. Like how do you catch it? Just mention the event name and you can get the current selected value here. EMP number right here. EMP number str is equal to. As of now, it's written the data type in a string only. Get parameter. So as of now, we have not written the total delete logic. We just try to append that later. We just try to display whether we are able to provide the selected value or not. So if you want, you can finish that one. Select the engine input. Try to finish it. You can. So using a grid filter source option, you can delete that one. Okay. So now we just as of now, we're just trying to show you. We are trying to show you the selected EMP number. That's it. So whenever you click on delete, we'll just try to show the selected department number or EMP number. Okay, let's click on this one, account 7782. Can you see 7782?
772, right?
Let's see, click on 7654. Got it?
Selected, yeah.
So now we know which is row is selected, so we can delete it.
Right.
So we know how to perform a deletion. Nothing but we go to filtered rows and write the logic row.remove. That's it.
Okay, that's good.
And maybe some other logic also we can try to append. Let us say that like we don't want to delete all the rows which are research. We don't want to delete any employee who belongs to research. We want to enable delete icon only on the departments which are apart from research. Are you getting it? Yeah. So for that one, first of all, what we have to do, we have to write a decode function, switcher functionality. We have not discussed, right, switcher?
Right.
Okay. So next class, what I will do is, we'll write, we'll say switcher functionality. This we will try to discuss. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm done for today. Anything you want to ask?
I think it's okay. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. What's for tomorrow, say that?
Ali, what you said?
Means today's session is finished?
Yeah, today we are done.
Okay, okay, sure. So what's for topics for tomorrow?
Tomorrow we'll try to work on like performing a switcher functionality for the performing a selective deletion. This is one topic.
Okay.
And apart from that, so we have discussed DNA. Okay. We'll try to discuss about I'll try to discuss about view link. One is this one. And view link. Second one. Based on this view link, we'll try to display the data in the master child fashion. Okay.
Okay.
So three things we'll try to discuss.
So, sir, when you upload the recording to somewhere, so if you can please email me that link or something from which I can, download the recording for today's session.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. In a few minutes, you'll get a link. I'll update.
Okay. And this text file is the same one, right? That we are using from the very start.
Yeah, 7th October is a file which I have updated. So we'll consider this as a file and make sure that you save it somewhere. Like you can send it to emails or somewhere.
Okay. But this is on the desktop, right?
Yeah, it is on the remote desktop. That's fine. But what I'm saying is, the worst case, if somebody gets read by mistake, see, no.
Right.
But first of all, nobody can access your remote desktop except me and you. Nobody can access this one. But in the worst case,
so should I email this file to myself or means what should I do?
Anyways, I'll send it. Better what I will do is I'll send it to you.
Okay, that's much better.
Text file, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Okay, so you have a copy every time, isn't it? I'll send the code as well as the text file every day. So it becomes, you'll have a latest code in your emails also. In the worst case, it's
Sure. And that this meeting recording means
that also I'll send you.
I think it's only for today or like say
No.
every day we'll be doing the recording like this.
No, Ali, it's only a go-to-meeting issue. Sometimes it will happen. So
okay.
Sometimes it's very rare case actually.
Sure.
If you would have restarted the permission, it would have worked fine. But why to restart? Then I just thought. So.
Okay, sure. Okay, Sudha. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.